thought you knew. Look at these diamonds zoom, mommy shining too. Coat of many colors, want me dying soon. Is it true? Got the Fanny juice, plus the highest view. Hit the bottom floor, rocket through the roof. OMG, that sound like Joseph to me. Told me off the slavery, but I had the royal seat. They put the accusations, cook up a formulation. They try to stage my placement, but my God is gracious. All praise to the Most High. Now this color go the way, looking so fly. Yeah, you didn't know me then, you was playing size. I didn't take it personal, I pressed my thumb and swipe. Yeah, I had to let it go. I just had a couple takes and then I hit the road. Thought you a fan, but you move it cold. Plan for getting inside of love, then I watch it grow. Ay. Got a coat of many colors from my daddy. Wolves like it in a bag. Bad things. Set a table in the middle of a bad scene. Reclining in the king's chair, relaxing. Whoa, I got to go. I got to roll. I got to go. Bye. I got to go. I got to roll. Yeah. Never saw me see the low. Why you hit me when I'm high? I can never be your guy. You should hit another line. Don't you worry about a thing. This a whole other vibe. No GPS. I already got a sign. Like the North Star. Wise man, watch me pull up in a sports car. Put the value in the gift, that's a great part. Gave the tempo for eternal, that's a dope start. Yeah, learned a lesson through my trials and I wouldn't take it back. You just read a written file, boy, I'm living out the facts. I'm so thankful for the journey, gotta keep this one a stack. Though you bury me alive, what surprise, boy, I'm back. Got a coat of many colors from my daddy. Wolves like it in a bag, that's a bad team. Set a table in the middle of a bad scene. Reclining in the king's chair, relaxing. I got to go. I got to roll. I got to go. I got to go. I got to roll. Yeah.
Peace, beloved, peace. It's your homie, Young Content, the unofficial sensei of the culture, mastering youthfulness and contentment and NFTs, parallel nut at the same time. The homies are loaded up. They're waiting on standby. I just wanted to greet your beautiful faces. Shout out to the chat. I gotta look through it on my phone. Matty Mo. These names, man. Love this guy. I love you too, dude. David Schick Photography. Hey, friend. OptiArt Mobile, staying mobile. He says, hello, Sensei. Yeah, the stream should have no delay at this point. Yeah, it shouldn't have any delay. It should be picking up. I literally had like 20 seconds of delay last time. I'm fucking still a noob. I'm trying to fucking learn. Sorry if I'm cursing, if you're 14 or whatever, but we're chilling. All right, we have a big interview. We're going to be talking parallel art, breaking it down. You can see by the title. Oscar Mars in the building. The dude that brought you the core pack. A lot of the cards you see, we're going to be surprised. Mr.Gone is also loaded up, working hard. Dude is actually a robot. I really appreciate. Make sure you retweet this thing out on Twitter. Let Discord know we are fucking live and we are about to transition and vortex black hole inside the conversation with these homies. But the chat, y'all are undefeated as always. I have a lot of love for you. Make sure to stay awesome, pretty much. Without further ado, let's talk to Oscar, Mr.Gone, and let's get it popping. Here we go. What up, homies? They're here.
Hey, what's up, man?
The dynamic team, the dynamic duo. There's a lot of dynamic duos in this place. But how are you guys? How was your day? First off, how's your day, Oscar?
All good. Working on cards. Yeah, man. That's all. That's all those have been my days.
You telling me you don't have a real life? You just work on cards?
Just work, man. Went for a coffee. Yesterday I was feeling kind of shitty because I went to get my second shot, but other than that, all good.
Wow. I'm so happy to have you on the show. I mean, you've been kind of like an enigma. People talked about you all the time, so it's really finally nice to put the pieces of the puzzle together. I love your work. Um,
Thanks, man. Thanks. I hope no one gets disappointed.
no, bro. Mr. Gunn, how you been, dude? I know you've been 10 toes down working all day, but how's life for you? I got a movie to show you actually after this. A sci-fi movie that I think you'll like. It's only 11 minutes.
Yeah, let's go. I'd love to. Yeah, no, things are good, man. I have no complaints. I get to help make a game, which is, the best. So that's it.
I know you guys are loving. You guys love what you're seeing inside the Discord. Oscar, when you see people talking about, hey, I'm Mark Crowley and I'm Ogdencore. F you, we're doing our thing. I got a prime key. You don't got a prime key. How does that make you feel just seeing all this artwork come to life?
That's crazy. It's yeah, it's surreal, like seeing people going so deep in like what their parallel is and yeah, it's like talking shit to each other like in a friendly way. It's awesome.
Well, how does that make you
Yeah,
feel,
man,
Mr.
it's fun.
Gone?
Yeah, I love it, man. It's like, it's crazy to me actually just to see how many people are involved already. You know what I mean? Like, you were here first, but one of the very first, but there are people that are just like, truly adopting all of the they live and die by the Marcolian or by the Cathari or whatever, and it's like crazy to think about.
I live and die by the Marcolian, bro. I literally, like I told you, I always said I'm gonna make a banner man in real life. I'm gonna be the banner man. I'm literally gonna get the polyurethane, whatever the thing, put the arms on me, put the helmet.
That's it.
Get a flag.
Dude,
maybe a motorcycle.
My username is Oscolian.
What is Oscolian? Yeah. Holy moly!
For parallel. That's why. So that's I guess I like Marcolian.
You do? Are you Marcolian? Don't tell me. You got to be careful what you say here, because people are gonna.
I said it already, so.
Dang! No wonder I like
you.
Bro.
Like they have that clean style. They have that like everything's minimal. I'm all about that.
I love it too. I love that minimal look. Yeah, that future tech look. Yo, the chat is seriously active. Shout out to, did he draw the prime key? We'll figure that out. We'll answer all those cool questions. Someone says Shroud represent. Goldie in the building. What's up? It's Goldie. Goldie's a legend. Scully and fuck the world. Yo, hello friends. Kobe TV. Bruh. He said maybe Earth and Shroud haven't decided. Oscar sounds like he knows how to fight. Yeah, he definitely knows how to fight. Look at them knuckles, bro. That's more than just making art, okay? Those knuckles are more than just making for art. Yeah, man. So can you give us a rundown? What are we gonna see when we transition to the next slide, and kind of give them a sneak peek of what they're about to see, Oscar?
Yeah, we want to go into details of some of the cards, like details that maybe some people missed, and also some behind the scenes screenshots of what goes into the pieces. I cannot go through all of them because it will take forever, but I want to show bits and pieces of the pack, for example, like how we designed it so it worked in real life if it existed. The same with some other tools for Ogdencore, stuff like that.
Are you telling me that it comes down to the final little bolts? Everything is like accounted for. You're telling me it's like building an engine?
I mean, I wouldn't. If it was a car, probably I wouldn't drive. I would test drive it with someone else. But for this kind of stuff, yeah, it comes to all that. Like we take care of, we pay attention to every single bolt that's in there, and there's a reason for it to be there. So
yeah, today's a great day in the metaverse. Not only we get this, but the homie Loopify is dropping his project, Treeverse. And a lot of parallel people love Treeverse, and it's just a cool collaboration thing going on. But without further ado, actually, Mr. Gone, what has I notice when you're in the Discord, like you come sporadically in.
Yeah,
that's a good sign, I guess, for a lot of the people. What are you just literally focused, or would you want to chat with us DJs all the time? Which one would you have?
I mean, ideally, I'd like to chat with you guys all the time, but unfortunately, I don't have the time or output to do that, because, you know, like I mentioned to you off mic, I not only work on parallel, but I have other jobs to do as well. So I just jump in when I can, just to get a sense of you know what people are feeling, and what kind of questions are out there and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to see. It's inspiring just to go in there and just see what people think about the game, and how invested people are in it already. And I don't mean from like a, you know, Ethereum crypto perspective. I mean invested in like a personal perspective.
For sure. What's the craziest thing that you guys have seen this week when it comes to parallel? Because you guys shot up from 10K to 20K followers. The guys buying hella masterpieces. You're seeing the pocket dimension floor move like crazy. Prime keys move like what some crazy stuff have you seen so far this week?
I mean, honestly, yeah, go ahead,
go
ahead,
for
Oscar.
it. For me, it's more than seeing which pieces move. It's hearing stories of people like finally being able to pay, you know, like student loans or buying a car for their mom. Like that's amazing. You know, it's crazy to think that it's making good in people's lives. Like something that we that we're doing is it's literally changing lives. That's crazy. That's my favorite part.
So you're not a selfish bastard like me. I just think about my own pockets, and you're talking about the other people, the humans. You know what I mean? You're still human. That's dope. That's very good of you. What about you, Mr.Gone? What's some crazy stuff you've seen?
I mean, I try not to keep track of what's going on in the secondary market, but I do like how insane people are about, you know, when's the next drop. And even when you're just like trickling out little bits of information, it's just fun to see reactions. You know, like when we released the Augencore Paragon the other day, people were like, oh my god, you know. And it's just fun to see how happy people are from, you know, the ideas and the art that's been created by the team.
Wow. Yeah. Speaking of that Paragon, can we talk about that before we move in? Because people are, you know, now you opened up the floodgates for all the other Paragons and what they even do. That Paragon looks fierce as fuck. And I don't know if I think a solar grenade can fix, you know, its inner workings. But you guys opened up a can of worms with that Paragon. You guys were ready for that response?
Oscar, were you ready?
Yeah, I was excited to see what people thought, because like when Nacho sent me the sketches, I was like, I love it when I see something that I was not expecting. It looked like in my head, he looked different, right? Then Nacho sent me the sketches. I'm like, yeah, fuck what I was thinking. This is way better. And so I just couldn't wait to see what people thought. You know, it's stuff that could be in a movie, and that's what we're trying to do with every card as much as we can. Just put that quality there. Put it like I think I tweeted like I would like to see this guy fight Chappie. You know, and I honestly think that if we saw that. Like you see two images of this guy and Chappie. It's the
that's Chappie's father.
The quality is there. It's just like where I'm going to is like the quality is there. Like it wouldn't be out of place, and that's stuff that I love that Nacho does. You know, like he surprised us all.
Yo, shout out to Nacho too. I really want to talk to him. What is he like? You guys are like.
He's a guy from Spain that talks extremely fast. I prefer when he speaks in English to me because I can understand him better. And he's just super talented, dude. He has worked on like films and games. He was art directing stuff for Disney before. He's just a talented dude.
Wow. Mr.Gone, how did you guys as a team find Oscar and Nacho? Like, I'm pretty sure people want to know. Did you guys just find them in the fucking wilderness, drawing with an iPad, and you're like, hey, we need you guys? Like, how did you find this squad?
I think Oscar put an ad on Kijiji, and he just took the first couple guys that came in.
That's it.
Yeah, if I remember the story correctly. But I think maybe Oscar can tell how we found the guys there.
Yeah, I mean, I co-founded this parallel with these guys, and then once we saw that we were going to need more people to bring all this stuff to life, I called these friends Nacho and Cafaro.
Wow.
I have worked with them before. They were working on, they had their own studios, their own firms, working for movies, games, whatnot. And I just told them, hey, we're starting this. We don't know where it's going to go, but like, you're good friends. I love you guys' work. The team loves your work. Do you want to come in? They said yes, and then here we are.
Wow, that's crazy. And some of your background too, for those that don't know, you worked in film and movie, and what's some of the highlights there? Because this
Yeah,
parallel team is seriously gonna do some crazy life changing gaming things. So hearing these stories before we get there is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was art directing some projects at Ubisoft and Electronic Arts. I started in 2006, jumping from studio to studio, and then I opened my own studio, and I just had game companies and other studios as clients, right? So that way I was able to touch more IPs and not be stuck just in one, because when you're making a AAA game, it can take 4 years or 5 years, So I wanted a little bit of a change, and then when I opened my studio, I was able to just jump from project to project. So it was just more fun, It keeps the juices flowing.
Wow. I loved your collection behind you too. You got a bunch of art. You can tell that you're born a collector, born artist for sure. That's some nice. Is it Kid Robot right there?
The guys here?
Yeah, the statues over there. Is that Kid Robot? No.
No, it's Cost. Some like 3 figures from Cost. I
Wow.
have a Kid Robot here. I made this with Kid Robot like 15 years ago. I
Holy
think it's the
John,
only
that's
one I have
fire,
left.
dude.
But
Um, Sweet. So without further ado, we're gonna break down some of this artwork. We're gonna go to the next portal. We're gonna hop into the portal, and then Nacho, you got that thing loaded up on Discord? Your screen? Let me get.
oh
Let me,
yeah. Can you see my screen? Can you see this?
yeah. I could see it. And here we go. We're gonna transition. Let's get it.
All right. So yeah, this is some of the stuff I was talking about. This is a close up of the packs that you guys all opened.
Damn.
And yeah, I just wanted to show, like every slot for the cards, like it's made of individual pieces. All of it, each one of them has its own bolts. All of these bolts move. When you guys open the packs, all of this stuff was moving, right? Like it's stuff that you don't get to see, but if it's not there, you notice it. There's something missing. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to like give you guys a little peek inside of those packs.
Are you using Blender for that? Or are you layering? How is it that detailed? Are you using a stylus? What are you using?
Yeah, I use like 4 or 5 different programs. I jump from one to another just to achieve what we do that's necessary. So this is a CAD program. So this is what they use to build, engines and cars and real stuff from the real world. It's for industrial designers. So
Wow.
we're just using it for like entertainment now, and that's why you can bring realism to the pieces, because with this type of software, you can measure, like air intake and pressure and how many bolts would you really need for this to work, stuff like that.
How's that possible? Like AI or like, because you guys, I thought it was only like a ZBrush. Now I'm hearing it's like actual, like with New York City, how New York City was built. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it depends from depending who makes it. I have friends that I know people that only work in two programs, and that's fine. It's just what works for you, right? You can use ZBrush, you can use Cinema for the Maya, Fusion. There's so many options now. Here, for example, this is for an Ogen core card. Is the drill that is on the asteroid, and stuff that you cannot see on the card are like the air. This is covered on the card, so you have the air intake. You have a turbine. Then here you have stuff that expels the debris of all the the debris of whatever it's drilling. But it's not a normal drill. It's because we're in space, right? They use it with plasma. So plasma shoots out of these drill heads. Here you can see, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but on the left, the actual intakes open. So stuff can be expelled through here, or you can use this as different propulsion systems to like maneuver this thing. A lot of options. Here you can see how everything is like.
Bro, Oscar, are you telling me you're like a secret like roboticist? Like you just, that's where you came up, or does this come from like your sci-fi mind, or where does this come from in your mind?
Yeah, just from like I whenever we start a design, we do some research of technology that exists today, and then we apply that sci-fi layer, right? Like this as a tool today, it wouldn't like necessarily work, but the elements and like the pieces that make it, they work individually today. So we just change the look, add that sci-fi flavor to it, and then yeah, we just put it out there.
Dude, someone said in the chat, you can tell a lot of work goes into the cards and the whole game, but I would have never imagined it was this much detail. Wow.
Yeah, man, I mean, that it's like I said before, we like to, is it necessary? I don't know, but if all this stuff is not there, I'm not comfortable, because I feel I cannot like I need to explain how things work in my mind. Like that's how my mind works. So this way I'm comfortable, like right now talking about it and explaining everyone why things look the way they are, because it also dictates like the mechanisms and like the technology that we come up with. It dictates the look of the item, right, of the object that we produce. Here's another look to the top of the core. Again, you have all the bolts. These plaques here, when the core opens, they lift and they slide to the side, so all these things can come out and you guys can get your cards.
So when the cards come out, is it a hydraulic system in the bottom somewhere, like, or is it spring loaded?
Yeah. Oh, I should have took a screenshot of that. Do I have?
Because there's more packs coming. Like, if people who are new here, there's more packs coming in October, and you're just understanding the detail if this is spring loaded, hydraulic system, airbagged. I mean, all that stuff is nerdy as fuck, but it's like cool when you open packs. You hear?
Yeah. You have this system that it's when it turns, it pulls it pushes these pieces out, and
that's why that circle right there, that on the left side.
Yeah, this bolt here. So this part here turns and it's tied to the sliders. That's why you get those those mechanical sounds, and that's the break too when they come out, like toot toot toot.
Damn.
Thing like
yo, can I ask Mr. Gone a question, and we're gonna get right back to you, Oscar. When it comes down to these heavily detailed mechs, bro, like, is it hard to transfer them over into game, or does it make it fun for you?
I mean, so essentially what happens, our process is Carson, Connor, and myself come up with the game, the card ideas, so to speak, and the card functions and the names and some of the story elements. And we send it over to the art team and we say, okay, guys, go crazy. The pack bit of it notwithstanding, this is just all out of Oscar's mind. But generally speaking, we just come up with the ideas, send them over, and then we let their imaginations run wild as far as how the things will look. So like most of what Oscar's describing isn't something that we've provided. It's just stuff that, like, based on a small idea that these guys just come up with, like, hey, this is how it works. This is the technology, and everything has an explanation, which is incredible to me because it's an amount of detail that I can't even think about.
Yeah, I don't even feel honored. I feel like I'm fucking talking to like Elon Musk or some shit. That's like, damn,
No,
bro,
man.
that's just crazy. Also, Mr. Gone, when it comes down to, you guys are building this game out in Unity, and are you using Unreal Engine 5 so you can like really get all these details that Oscar and Nacho and the team are putting out?
No, at this point, we're fully focused on developing in Unity so we can get it as multi-platform as possible, as well as there's been some whisperings of AR, so that's kind of where our head is at currently.
For sure. Oscar, can you is there anything else you want to say about these things? Are these this turbine here, is that something that's already out yet, or that's on the Paragon you said?
No, this is on the Augencore card that it's attached to an asteroid, so it's mining an asteroid.
Oh,
I forgot the name of the card. So
The
this thing is
Reclamator.
mining. The Reclamator. That's the badass name. So yeah, this thing is attached. I can show it to you actually.
Yeah, please, on OpenSea for sure.
Oh, there you go.
Boom, there it
So
goes. There
that's
goes
the
is all in
Reclamator.
all its glory. Holy shit. I thought that was a graphite battery at one point, but it's not. It's a turbine that mines asteroids for materials.
Yeah, so here you have 3 of them just like mining shit out of this cool asteroid.
So what are they mining? What's in that asteroid that they're extracting into that fucking capsule, bro?
It's just the materials to make all that badass stuff that you saw the Paragon wearing, like all that armor, all the weapons, the bullets, they have to come from somewhere. So
I feel like there's an element in there that you guys are extracting, and this is the nerd coming out of me, is like thorium or something, and thorium is like a non-nuclear energy metal. It's the opposite of what is that shit called? Uranium. So that's pretty dope. And can you go to the Paragon at all, just to kind of like see? I think we're kind of going into a lore here in a sense. Is there a way to pull up that Paragon somehow?
I have. Is it all right if I just open Twitter here for?
Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, open Twitter and then expand it. I'm gonna get to the chat. Someone said you should put the artist signatures on the cards like Magic the Gathering. The credits are well deserved. Dude, when you get your physicals, bro, I don't know who signed this stuff, but dude, I got some signatures. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like maybe like a little surprise. Maybe, who knows? There's a prime key juice in the asteroid. Yep, there's prime key juice for sure. Someone said, "What up? Let's fucking go." Orphan, shout out to you. Salute. Go watch his show today with later on. 20 viewers, only 16 likes. Smash that like button. Yes, exactly. Smash it. So you're telling me that turbine that you created is made this guy?
Yeah. Parts of this guy. Yeah, like all this spine had to, use metals that came from somewhere. Like, yeah, like I say, we like to try to have an explanation for ourselves of why this exists, like how can it exist?
What's going on in that arm? Is that a fucking like black hole cannon creator? What is that, bro? Like,
I don't know. That's a question for Nacho, because yeah, like I said, he sent us this sketch and we were like, Man, that's awesome. So yeah, he a question like that is he will have to answer that one.
Someone said the lighting system coming out of the chest cavity is amazing.
Yeah, that this thing, right? Like we love that touch. And then you have this translucency here, so showing different type of materials. A lot of nice details that
Bro,
he put
shout
in
out to
there.
Nacho. Mr. Gunn, when you first got that back, you were like, okay, I can work with this. Like this is Chappie's father type shit.
Yeah, really what ends up happening, right, is what Oscar described essentially. You know, we, like I said before, we kind of come up with the cards, we send them the names and the functions, and we kind of send like a little bit of a descriptor along with, you know, our ideas for the cards. And so Carson, Connor, and I have images in our head of what these cards might look like. But every time I get an image back, I'm just like, oh my God, this is not at all what I had in my brain. B, it's about 100 times better than anything that I could have come up with. So it's almost like a pleasant surprise for us. You know, every time there's we have a team chat, and every time a new piece of art pops up in the chat, it's almost like that's my version of pack opening, because I'm like, oh shit, what's this? That's so crazy, you know? And I don't even know what the next piece of art's gonna be, you know, because they take a giant list and they say, okay, I'm gonna work on these 5 cards. So it could be anything. And then I see an image pop up and I'm like, yes, okay. You know, this is amazing. And, you know, it's all we can do not to share it. And sometimes we do share it and we're not supposed to. So
would you guys say that because you know, when Saturday Night Live, the hardest part is the sketching, you know, the writing of the content. Would you guys say that is the hardest part of this? Is just the idea, brain farting together, and being like, okay, that works. Is that the hardest part of this process?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of people that have to sort of work together in order to make this all happen on many sides, right? Like, it's not just game ideas, it's not just art, you know, it's not just crypto, it's not just NFTs. There's a lot that needs to go into all of this, and it is very difficult at times to you know, coordinate everything and navigate everything. But it does help that we were, you know, a bunch of us knew each other coming into this, and we're friendly. You know, Kalos, as an example, is like one of my best friends in the world. And so
shout out Kalos.
Yeah. And so you know, it's easy for us to kind of communicate, but if we didn't have that, especially in a pandemic time, I think it would be near impossible. But yeah, the hardest part is just making sure that everyone's working at maximum efficiency on their part. I will say, you know, shout out to Oscar and his team. There's never any doubt in my mind that they are always working at maximum efficiency, because everything they put out is incredible. Look at that card back. I love the card backs.
Oh my God, card backs 2022. Okay, 2021. Oscar, Mr.Gone, Kalos for president. The card backs, guys. People are sleeping on them. Do you think the card backs are undervalued? And what do you think about the card backs, Oscar, when you really break it down?
Well, I love that it's a way to show that little extra that cannot be seen on the static image. Like, for example, we have this guy, right? Like, we see the closed and open version here, like firing, but here we can actually see how the system works. You can see like the cameras are always scanning, and yeah,
is that something that you guys designed in CAT?
Yeah,
Wow.
same way as the other stuff, you know, like we did this in CAT and then export that to other programs to make it look pretty.
Wow. Give me a second, guys. Please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, unsubscribe and subscribe. I need to fucking test my notifications. If you want to donate, super chat. You don't really got to give me super chats. I don't really need that. Parallel changed my life. Keep your super chats. But subscribe, okay? So I can do some notifications. I want to see if this bot is working. I'm trying to get the stream right. Yeah, so with that, I have that card back. I got it for 1 ETH. I think I did a good job. But what is it shooting out? Is that solar technology that the Markrolians have?
Man, that's solar energy, you know. These guys have the power of the sun in everything, so it's hot. It's shooting some hot shit.
Some hot fire for sure. That shit will go right through you. I can't wait when the movie comes out and that shit goes right through the heart or the center, and then the camera just shows it. That shit would be
Yeah,
so
I
funny.
mean I like that they look kind of innocent, you know, when they're close, they're almost cute, but then they fucking like take this cannon out and yeah, destroy you. So
For real, that's intimidating as fuck. Um,
mm.
can you go to the one you created here? I'm pretty sure every pocket dimension has been mooning, and
This
that
one,
is
yeah. Yeah, this is one of the favorite ones that I made just because of um you know
holy moly, bro.
the detail and yeah, you can see a lot of the industrial design that went to it because of the lighting and the nature of the illustration. I don't know. I just like to look at this one, and
Was your
that's rare.
whose
So
idea was to add it in the ferns and that touch of nature with the mech technology of this thing?
we were talking about where this thing could be. You know, it's like a small size dimension, hence the name. So we were, I think it was Koji and Merchant, like the game design team and our team. We were bouncing ideas, and we landed on it would be cool if someone like if a shroud lost this, you know, and it the plant started to grow around it. You have some mist in like some morning mist. So yeah, it's just a lost item from the shroud. That's
So
why it's hidden in this
how long did that
environment.
take to design, like from start to finish, for people's perspective?
Uh, the the actual the item or the whole card.
The whole card.
You know, like the whole card. 3 days. Yeah.
Full day on just the pocket dimension render cat and all that.
Yeah, like it's the design for the actual pocket dimension was probably like day and a half, and the other day and a half of it was spent on figuring out lighting and the environment, texturing it. That takes a lot of time,
Wow, Mr.
when you
Gone,
go detailed.
didn't you say this has like a Easter egg to Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Connor for the suggestion, but both or not even both, but Carson, Connor, and myself are big Dungeons and Dragons guys, and so we kind of put it. This goes back to what I was saying earlier about how we put in little notes and we see what the artists come up with. We kind of mentioned that it was a nod to D&D, and they made it look like a D20. Which is amazing. And then the whole pocket dimension thing, the flavor text is an allusion to the bag of holding in Dungeons and Dragons, which in itself is a pocket dimension.
So are you telling me that? I mean, Oscar, are you when I opened, because this reminds me of when I went to school and you had that thing that you did, you know what I mean, and you flip it over and you're
It
like
will
read
tell
it.
you it will tell you your luck, right, or
Yeah,
something
you
like
remember
that,
that
like
shit?
the magic 8 ball. Yeah, that I actually had, and that's funny that you mentioned that because I had an image of that open on my other screen when I was making this. Like,
Oh.
yeah, you can shake this and like I don't know, it does something cool.
Are you telling me when the other flaps go down, I'm entering a Mario Crolian world, or are all 5 dimensions in here? Or you can't say that
I cannot say that.
because there's some shit happening here. I don't know, man. There's some shit happening here that other dimensions. I see. There's 5 parallels, right? Yeah, and I'm seeing 5,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing some Earth action going on here. I don't know, dude. This shit is fucking tease. You're teasing us. That's the thing about you guys that separates you from the pack is that a lot of these artists, I was talking to Orphan about it, they drop their art full. They don't give you sneak peeks and crumbs and make you want to like know more. And you guys always, you're great at like giving people teasers, Oscar, and on your team.
Oh man, that makes me happy to hear that because one thing I'm always um, pushing for is not to show everything because like the movie Alien, right, from like the original one, how they never showed the full alien, and it made it way better. You know, your mind did all the work. Like, what the fuck is this monster? Like, it just makes it better when you don't see everything, and like your imagination goes to work. I don't know. I really enjoy that. So that's something that we try to do. You know, that's why you cannot see the whole asteroid here. You cannot see the other
Yeah. Fucking genius
the
level.
other drills here.
Yo, there's a
Yeah.
question
So
right here from Orphan. It said, "Mr. Gone, would you trust Oscar with your firstborn? Giving him so much creative leeway is very rare and admirable."
Would I trust him with my firstborn? I mean, I think him and Tony would get along. I already have a firstborn, by the way. I don't know. I think Orphan knows. My baby may have made an appearance on the show, but yeah, Oscar seems like a trustworthy guy to me. Plus, you know, you were talking earlier about you know, his hands doing more than making art. I feel like if anyone gave us any trouble, he'd be able to fight them off.
Wow, that's sick. That's cool. I mean, you know, I know it takes a lot to get trust with your firstborn, but these art pieces are our babies. They're the community's babies. I feel like PS15. Shout out to Dior. Every time we say, imagine not having a PS15 collection. It's a joke, okay? We're not trying to brag. We're just fucking having fun here. And so you also worked on the Gaia, right? Card. This one right here.
yeah, on Gaia's call. Yeah. So this is, you know, someone said the wrong thing to an earth, and this is how they end up, right? Like, she just the earth is it's consuming your body, and then like I wanted to hint like this light coming out of here. This is an example of something that people never know, right? Because it's just impossible. But like the light source here, I'm thinking like there's a bunch of earth and it's just having a fire, just talking around the fire, and meanwhile these poor guys, like being all like covered on
Is that that has to be a
plants.
Cathari? They're blue little Neptune bodies. You looking? Is that a
Yeah,
Cathari?
they're gray skin. Yeah, but maybe I don't know.
I mean, the
I don't
Cathari are
know.
always dying in cards, dude. The Cathari, I see manipulation ray, shot in the head. They got a fucking
You
arm
have
down.
them. You have the baby one. He's just being born, so there's some hope.
Oh, because when I see the embers there, I see fireflies. I see, you know,
Yeah, yeah. You
nature
know,
like in the depths of the forest, bro. It's beautiful.
so it's like a cozy scene. It's like a cozy death scene. Let's put it like that.
There's a great question from Goldie. He said, "Could you guys talk about async a little bit? I'm super excited to see how you guys use the dynamic art that change over time."
Yeah, so some of our masterpieces have been minted using async, and that's why a lot of the cards feature night and day aspects. There are certain cards that actually change if you own the card. Like the art on it will change based on the, you know, your current time zone. I don't know if a lot of people know that actually.
Is there going to be more like in depth changing to, you know, the world
Well,
the climate change? I don't fucking know. Just shit like that, like in the real world to the cards at all?
Well,
uh,
we're investigating all kinds of options. I don't want to promise anything that
yeah.
won't be delivered for sure, but we are looking at what other sort of data points we can trigger off of in order to make these cards as dynamic as possible. Because the one thing that I want to make sure that we do, and I know Oscar's on board with this too, because he's the one who's been pumping out all this night and day art, is we want to give these digital cards digital functions, right? Like there can't be a magic card, a physical magic card that exists that the art changes over time or you know, changes because of certain events, because it's just not possible in the physical world. But of course in the digital world there's plenty of options. You know, we can do all sorts of crazy things. Now of course it gets a little bit more hairy because we're dealing with NFTs here, but we're working on ways of, representing the art digitally in many forms, and having it be more dynamic, because I think it's why else make a digital card game if you can't leverage all the technology available? Otherwise, we might as well just have made these actual cards.
For real. That's why you guys are pushing the boundaries. You guys are the edgy TCG. I'm just super grateful to see. I already know. I trust you guys. I trust you guys with fucking my baby if I had one. What is this this Earthbreaker, right? Cannon.
Yeah, this is from Cafaro. He's designed for the Earthbreaker cannon. And again, man, like I mean, I'm just looking at it, and
It's very intimidating.
like
It's like that shit will
yeah,
shoot.
yeah. Like, but at the same time, you feel like this could work, because because of the way he designed it and the way he built it, you're like, yeah, I mean, it has these big ass traction bands, so it can just turn, like you can see this moving 360 around the cannon. Yeah, it just works. I was just admiring it.
Dude, what is your
And this is
favorite
Cafaro.
Oscar? What is your favorite sci-fi movie of all time? And do you know what Nachos is as well, and how they kind of like incorporate that in their art style?
I don't know what Nacho and Nachos and Cafaro's favorite one is. For me, I would have to say, man, this is hard. Like,
Think about it real
I think
quick, because Pavel's
the
in the building. Shout out to Pavel, Markrolian. I love Earthbreaker Canyon. Pavel, you're the man. Sorry, what you were saying?
yeah, I think the original Alien, that has to be the one that I like. I mean, I watch it a lot, so probably my favorite.
Yeah, I watch a lot of reruns of Elysium. I like the movie.
Yeah, man.
People hate on that movie. I'm just there soaking up all the details. I'm a big
Yeah,
Elysium fan.
Yeah,
I like Elysium.
People hate
I
on that
like
shit.
Elysium. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's also times that um, people get angry at movies because like they were expecting something, I don't know, something super serious, and it's like, come on, it's a sci-fi movie. Like, I was talking to Koji about this, just laughing about. Um, I watch everything, like from good things to garbage. And I was telling Koji, I enjoy the Fast and Furious the movies. I know they're bad, but I just see them as comedy. That's why I like them. I'm not expecting like, something that's gonna change my life. It's just to have a good time.
For
Yeah,
So
real.
yeah, I totally agree.
it's easier. It's easier to enjoy movies that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
love all movies, good and bad. I feel like I have to do this. Sorry, this is a shameless plug, but I do a podcast with a buddy of mine, where people force us to watch bad movies, and it's really taught me to appreciate the good in all bad movies. It's called
yeah.
You gotta love it. You guys check it out if you get a chance.
Please check it out. All right, do the entire parallel universe a favor, and let's watch this shit together. Maybe put it on the drive-through movie theater. Maybe we do something like that, live stream style, and then have Koji's reactions. Um,
Also, I might be a bit biased on that on the movie subject because I have friends in the industry, right? And you see how hard they work for 2 years. They put everything on it. It looks amazing, and then people shit on it. And it's like, come on, man! Like, a lot of work went to make this thing, and a lot of effort, a lot of like money,
yeah.
So it's just take it for what it is. It's a movie. It shouldn't be. It's important, but you know.
Dude, I wanted to ask you, Oscar. You've been leaking a lot of cool drone, I don't know, pilot things on your Twitter, and everybody in the community is like, "Oh, is that parallel? Are they trying to say something?" What is
Yeah,
going on there, bro? Because that's some serious
I-
shit. And if you guys don't follow Oscar Mar on Twitter, you'll check it out for yourself. He's leaking some serious shit. What is that?
I've got that question. It's honestly those are just exercises to not get rusty and just figure out how some programs work. It's just personal stuff, but we are planning again without promising anything. I'm just take what I say here with like this. This is what I
I need a button right now.
really like
Alpha
to
League, but I need a
happen.
button. I need a literal button. That's like,
That to bring that kind of stuff to parallel somehow. You know, like maybe if someday we see HUDs for each parallel, like we'll make them all different, and we'll like they will be personalized depending of which parallel you're using. But again, this is something that it's just in sketch mode. We are not even sure if we can make that right now.
holy shit! You're saying we're gonna get a movie? Oh my god! I'm just joking. You know, I'm acting like the community would. Do you see this as, I know you worked in movies, but do you see parallel in as a movie or a series? Because everyone's starting to talk about it. I was probably one of the first people to get that shit trending. But do you see this shit as a movie? Because I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see this as a series, like a limited series or a movie. Again, I'm biased, but yeah, I can see this working. There's a lot of there's a lot of material to pull from, you know. So yeah, I mean, I will enjoy that.
Someone said 5 movies. Do you think you can handle that, Mr.Gone? 5 movies? I want to put that on your plate. 5
Yeah,
movies.
I mean, no problem. Oscar, get started, man.
Yeah, get started, dude. What are you waiting for? Why are you even here? You should be making a movie right now.
All right, later.
That's the cool thing about all the material you're saying, because you guys are one step away from showing this to like building a deck, and even like a fanboy that maybe like Steven Spielberg being like, hey, I want this. You know, you guys have all the material. Don't sell out to Steven Spielberg though, please. I think you guys could do it yourself.
Who would you want us to sell out to? Which director would you be like, that's the guy?
I've thought about this.
Oh man,
I know what my answer is, but
whoever the guy right now that's making Foundation, I think whoever that director is on Foundation, which is Isaac Asimov's Apple TV series. That's who I would want.
Is that out?
No, it's not out. But
Okay.
from all the trailers and previews,
Yeah,
that shit, he should be the guy. Honestly, I think
it looks good. Yeah.
Foundation.
What do you think, Oscar?
I will call Neil Blomkamp for sure.
Oh, nice, interesting. Neil Blomkamp, the District 9.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go the obvious choice and just say I'd call up Danny
James Cameron?
Villeneuve. No, Danny Villeneuve, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big sucker for what he did with Blade Runner. So just like, give me all the shots, you know. Give me all the shots.
True.
I feel like if you did do a movie, it would have to be very green screen studio oriented too. Like it, and then it would, Oscar, you got to make sure you give them the right lighting and assets and shit. Like there's a lot when it comes to making a movie, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen what they were doing with the I was going to say Marcolian with the this new Star Wars series with Baby Yoda. I forgot.
Yeah, The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian, yeah. The sets are actual screens, and they project all the environments in Unreal. They're made in Unreal Engine. They project that to the screens, which is a 360 room, and then the actors can actually see where they are, so they don't have to imagine what they like, just what the director tells them, right?
That's the future of cinema, dude.
Yeah. And the lighting affects the actors too, because it's real, like it's real light coming out of those screens. So yeah, man, technology is doing some amazing stuff for the entertainment industry.
Bro, shout out to what's happening. You guys can feel it. I know you can feel the vibes. I can feel it in my fucking Marcronian gut. And I know the chat is, you guys been super active. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Make sure you like the stream, subscribe. The notifications did work. Yeah, I think we need to can you show me this one? I know we probably have some questions from the chat, so if you have any questions, this would be the time. to ask. This is what you made, right? What is there's hairs growing out of this thing, like literally.
Yeah, so this is yeah, so this is what I call it the gross card, but I wanted to show that being an organ core was not easy. Like it hurts. Like if you get to if you decide that you're getting those implants and those augmentations, it's not for free. You know, it's not all pretty. Your skin will get burned. These bolts will go inside of your arm, your neck, wherever you get the extension.
What are those
So I
bolts?
just wanted to.
Are they like are they bolts? They're like nano bolts?
Yeah, yeah. They're bolts. Like in my mind, they go to some to the nervous system. They get activated. They turn on, and then you're ready to go. You have your organ core part, but also there's pain around it. So it'll take a few days for you to be able to be at 100%.
Oh my god, dude! Is there a form of radiation that these people have to like embark on?
I don't know. That's a question for for these guys, for Koji and Connor.
I want to see some zombie radiation fucking organ core going wrong horror movie.
Here's the thing. If you have questions, this is a perfect segue, actually. If you have questions for me or Connor or Carson or anything parallel, we're actually starting a podcast. So,
yes.
Yeah, get on Twitter. Yeah, I'm just going to shill the entire time.
Shill it, bro.
Twitter and go to Parallel NFT Pod. And there's a few questions up there for you. Just post some replies and maybe we'll answer them on the podcast every week, or not every week, every episode. We're going to do a mailbag section. I'm going to post questions on Twitter and then talk about some of the answers on there. So if you wanted to know about radiation or crazy organ core zombies or what have you, just jump on that Twitter and send us a message.
See, I'm not the only one thinking it, and I'm definitely going to be overloading you guys with messages. Pavel said, ask Oscar if I can have a high-res image of the Markrolian symbol because I want to get a tattoo on my body.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll make that work.
Dude, I'm gonna get a tattoo too. I'm not even on the front. I'm gonna get a red 2 parallels on my neck. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" There's a secret code. With the tattoo, Pavel, we're gonna get into some serious fucking clubs in Mars.
Right on. In Mars, yeah.
Someone said, Mr.Gone, so you do all of this and have a day job?
Yeah. There's a lot of juggling that has to go on between having a partner and having a baby and making cards and working a full-time job. But this goes back to all the things that we've been saying since this game started. Is we started doing this because we loved it. We had no idea we'd even get this far, truthfully. And from day one, it's been a labor of love. And so you just find space and do what you can, juggle as much as possible, work into the wee hours.
For real, the wee hours. Someone Orphan said you should get a CD on one hand and a PK on the other. Goldie said my new goalie mask for hockey for the upcoming season is going to have a Shroud parallel on it. Shout out to Shroud. It's like, no. First rule of Markrolian Club is we tell everyone they're inferior for not being in Markrolian Club. Do Mr.Gone work full time and does parallel? This is amazing. Yeah, bro. It's a labor of love. You heard it from the horse's mouth, the dev's mouth himself. Guys, this was pretty dope. Are we missing anything, guys? If you have any questions, I have maybe a couple more before I gotta go get some Chinese food. Did you guys eat already?
I'm always hungry.
Not yet.
What are you guys craving? What does the parallel team crave?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a big peanut butter guy. So there's two things. Always peanut butter bananas for like sort of dessert or sweet sort of deal, and then pizza. Always pizza.
Always pizza
for savory. I love pizza.
Thin crust.
I don't eat any of that. Any kind. You name you hand me a pizza and I will eat it. I don't normally go it's not something that I eat on a regular basis, but whenever possible, I will destroy as much of that as possible.
What about you, Oscar?
Yeah, man, same here. Pizza pizza and tacos. I mean,
You got that
it's
that
easy.
those birria tacos. Those shits is different, bro.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's
The
good.
consomme
Breakfast,
and
dinner,
stuff.
lunch, anytime it's good for that.
Oh, that's crazy. So what do you guys what are you working on next, Oscar? What is the next phase of the timeline like for you? For Parallel.
Well, we have to keep pumping out cards. You know, it slowed down a little bit because we put out those banners, we put out the core to show all the where the keys go. So that takes time, obviously, and yeah, we're actually going to start for artists soon. You know, we want diversity. This is like an inclusive team. We just want talented people. We're always looking for people that are more talented than us, because that way can learn from the best, you know, and just push the quality of uh, of the product even higher. So that's gonna be, yeah, it's coming soon.
Speaking of people more talented than us, first of all, again, shout out to Carson and Connor for being more talented than me and helping me make this game. But I know that Oscar, maybe you're best to speak on this. You're looking for some talent, right?
Yeah, we're looking for some talent. Doesn't matter uh, where you are, and then we're basically looking at portfolios, because we want to bring some more minds, you know, different people with different experiences, different points of views. You know,
You
doesn't
just contact people.
yeah, I don't think he's interested in working on stuff that is not his stuff anymore.
Yeah. What I saw too, Fuck Render was interested in Parallel, and who knows, maybe Fuck
Yeah,
Render could probably do one card. I don't fucking know. You know, that would be
yeah,
crazy.
we're in talks. We were in talks with several people. Again, without promising anything, not for this set, but in the future, we would like to bring guest artists. So, you know, maybe each one of them, they get a 4 cards, 5 cards, and we want their style to be completely infused on those cards. You know, they
Wow.
show the parallel world, everything, but if you see if you see a card, you know that it's from that person. But again, we're establishing the base now. That's for the future.
Wow. Um, dude, I truly appreciate your innovation in space, you listening to the community, you guys engaging with the community. I know a lot of people were waiting to meet you, Oscar, and I think this was the way to do it. You're very
Awesome.
intelligent. You have a bright future ahead. Just in the ability of coming up with some of this robotic things. You should have been working for Boston Dynamic the whole time. Um, and it's nice that to finally meet you. I mean, I think we covered a lot. Did we miss anything, Mr.Gone, at all? Because you know nothing gets gone by your time. So
No, I think we got it, and I'm glad that the world is now getting introduced to our friend Oscar here in the flesh. The last thing I'll say is again more shilling because we've already talked so many times that I feel like there's nothing more that I can say to you that won't be a leak. So just check out the Parallel podcast at Parallel NFT Pod on Twitter. We'll post a link when the podcast is ready. Here's some things I can promise you. We'll answer your questions, so send us questions, but we're gonna reveal card functions on every episode. So
wow.
if you're wondering what a card does in game, listen, because each episode we're gonna take a card and we're gonna say, hey, this is how it works in the game.
You guys had a plan the whole time. Holy shit. You guys had a plan the whole time. You were never gonna leak it on my show. You're always gonna go on fucking the podcast.
Oh, we'll give you some. There's way too many cards for us to only do it via podcast. I promise you that. I'll give you if you want the Bannerman, I'll save the Bannerman for you.
Can you do it right now?
No. But I promise that we won't reveal it until I'll give you that one for sure.
Oh man, someone said, as always, a little present for us each day. Yeah, it was a present just having these homies present. I wanted to say, at every end of the show, we channel our inner senseis, and I need you guys to have the final word. Maybe you already shilled the product, so Mr. Gone, you can't go. I mean, you can go. Just kind of speak from your heart, talk to the community, tell them how grateful you are, and or something that's coming up. So, Mr. Gone, you first, and I'll give Oscar the last word.
Man, I don't know what to say. Just thanks everyone who's listening. Thanks everyone who's supported and continues to support. And just keep watching the project. We love that so many people are already involved in what we're doing. We're blown away.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone said, does COVID exist in the parallel world? I don't know. They probably have a virus breakout. You never know what this kind of these crazy fanatics here. Oscar, I need you to say some words, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, thank you, John. Thanks to everyone that's been supporting the project. Thank you to the team. Like, without, I've said this before when we meet. Without everyone that's in the team, Parallel wouldn't exist. So everyone doing their part is turning it into what it is. So thank you to them. Thank you to everyone that's supporting us. And yeah, it's crazy to see the seeing people like what we're doing it's incredible. So thanks.
For sure. Yo, thank you.
We don't take it for granted. I'll say that.
For sure. From my last words, thank you guys. Take your time. We are patient with you. We don't want to fucking be like some douchebags rushing your process. We know this marination is gonna taste really good when it's finally over. There's a comment I have to get to in the chat. Shout out to Kobe TV, said the Parallel team is OP. Yes, they are OP, overpowered. You can tell just by that. Shout out to the entire chat. You guys went nuts today. I love you from the bottom of the dojo. I gotta shill something. I have a toy. It's in my link in bio. If you buy the toy, you get access to the dojo, and that's the coolest playground around. You get access to me, my community, gurus, cool people. You never know, influences there, either way is in there. There's cool people in there. Guys, till next time, keep doing what you're doing. Stay awesome. And I think I figured out their secret, guys. They're powered by magic. They're powered by a magical force that you can't see. And so it's all magic. All this shit is just magical shit right now. So
that's it.
Right
keep
on.
watching.
All right, homies. Live the dream, eat ice cream, and above all, stay content. If you can mute your mic, we're going to go to the outro and see you on the other side. See you guys. Peace out. Bye, chat.
Too much that is happening, stop all that yapping. You gon' be mopping and waxing, yeah. Why they all calling me captain? Looking like Sparrow, set in my sail like Jackson. Beat up collecting the booty, yeah, that the gutter, I'm talking about jewelry, yeah. Star on my neck, I represent. Part of the tribe, I'm indigenous, whoa. Why you be tripping when I been out getting it? Really, this ain't nothing new. Started with nothing, I ain't even fronted, but now we came back with the juice. Legendary, guess you could say it's hereditary. God flexing, looking very scary. Broke the shackles off me like it's Mary. Yeah. If they come and take it from me, I'ma make it back. They say if you give a man the fish, you'll keep him coming back. But if you teach a man the fish, you'll go out making his own racks. I skipped the handouts, took the learning. That's how I keep coming back. Yeah, for real. That's how I keep coming back. Yeah, for real. That's how I keep coming back. Had to pull my plans out. Got them looking so confused when I ain't got my hand out. They wanna strap my testosterone. They analyzing it back at home. I told them take it and check it. I'm chilling, I'm eating a bagel with my script on. You cannot clone what I've been putting on. Came from that dirt, it's organic as well. This is that one in the tree and I